everyone. Okay, so jumping ahead to the end of this chapter, the arc ends with Taro and Shin helping Lu find her family vault, and the ending to the Xiaotang family saga is definitely one of those have your cake and eat it too moments, as there was definitely a small fortune stored in the vault, but as we learned, the main treasure that Lu's parents kept stored in their vault was a vial of sake that they were going to share with her when she came of age. And I like how this conclusion does provide her with the closure she needs, in the sense where when you think of the context of last chapter and this one together, and just this whole mini arc as well, Lu has been on the run trying to keep her family treasures safe without ever knowing that what was truly in the vault herself. But now that she has seen what her parents were protecting, that for all the riches they possessed, the greatest treasure they wanted to protect, what was their one and only daughter, in a sense. Like that's kind of what the end of this chapter is telling us, that Lu, and now that Lu knows that she can move on with her life. And I on a more kind of like lighthearted note, I like how when we pretty much cut to, and I like how in the aftermath of all this, it shows, yeah, Lu's got some readjusting to do, as when we cut to see her working at Sakamoto, she's got some things to learn about working retail. And again, I love how Shin himself has also become such a stickler for organization at the store, that it's like he's practically he truly has become like a true employee at that store. Like he's just a complete stickler for rules, and just the whole, and just where things should be, kind of thing. Like again, a nice little dynamic that we got to see at the end there as well. Um, Now, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Sakamoto Days just reinvented the meaning of a character getting fridged in this chapter. Like, if you know the term, you know pretty much it's basically the whole term of fridge is basically like a whole thing in comics of where like a person where a loved one has is killed, maimed, died in order to give the character motivation. And this one is obviously played much more for laughs, but it's like, yeah, Sakamoto Days, they just give us a new meaning of what it means for a character to get fridge. As we see Taro body slam one of the assassins with a fridge, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, why not? The physics might be a little scuffed, but at this point, let's be honest, rules of physics don't apply to someone like Taro Sakamoto. Like, let's be real about that. Taro lives by his own world of physics at this point. On a more serious note, though, after dealing with the assassins, Taro, Shin, and Lu confront the mastermind behind this whole affair, and I'm not gonna lie, part of me was like, it's okay to break the no killing rule here, and the fact that Lu didn't was a little disappointing to me, because this guy's such a cowardly little pissant that I just wanted him, that, that I just wanted to see him get absolutely like, cut, his head chopped off, frankly. But it was equally fulfilling to see him beg and grovel for his life before seeing him still get his ass kicked. Like, again, he is such a this dude, this no name like triad member is such a disgusting and sniveling little pissant, that even just him getting his ass kicked was still worth it. Um, with that said, there is one thing I do want to draw attention to at the end of this chapter, which is Shin basically brings up to Lu the fact that she willingly chose to work at Sakamoto's despite being rich, which she retorts to by saying she's not gonna sell off her family treasure. And again, it's a nice little character moment showing that, yeah, she has pretty much grown. But she has pretty much grown after having learned the secrets of her family's treasure. And I definitely and I know I do believe what she's saying, but simultaneously, my gut instinct is still yelling at me, saying Lu's family treasure will come back into play in some fashion later down the line in the story. Or I don't I don't know. I can't say with certainty, but something tells me that treasure is going to be important somewhere down the line. It's just figuring out how how is kind of the weird part of it, because she seems pretty adamant about selling it. So what other purpose could it serve? Um, with that said, if I did have one gripe with this chapter, it's and this mini arc as a whole, I would say it has to do with the Assassin Brothers. Like the Assassin Brothers were definitely kind of underwhelming as antagonists. Like with their boss, like you could tell he himself was pretty much set from stone to kind of be the comic relief, and but but I was that's just a little. But I'm not gonna lie, just the Assassin Brothers themselves being the more intimidating, more threatening force, they felt a little undercooked as antagonists. And I get that Sakamoto is partly a gag manga, so in this scenario, the the, the Assassin Brothers are ultimately going to be the Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd to Sakamoto's Bugs Bunny, but I don't know. It felt like we could have gotten just a little bit more development with them, and it's not even I'm not even talking necessarily in the sense of giving them a backstory, but just having them come back as more sharpened and self-aware antagonists, not feeling like they're just just not feeling like they're underestimating Sakamoto throughout the entire throughout both encounters. Like that's kind of my biggest problem with the two brothers was it felt like even after coming back for vengeance, they were still underestimating Sakamoto. I never got a feeling like they ever learned anything from that first encounter or anything like that. The change, like the change, never really happened, and for me, that kind of made them come across as just kind of scrubs to me, in my opinion. So yeah, a bit of a I don't know. Maybe for me, I might be overreacting, but it did feel like a missed opportunity on Suzuki's part, in my opinion. But I get it. We are still in the introductory phases of the story, so it's not like we're gonna be dealing with the most skilled assassins as antagonists. They were just local thugs too, so I gotta kind of remember that part as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Analyst Crunchyroll, be sure to notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of Any signing off. Later, everyone.